This video contains spoilers for this movie. You've been warned. Let's get started. Nope is the third movie directed, written, and produced by Jordan Peele, and it lives up to expectations, at least to mine. And that's because of what this movie is really about. So what is Nope really about? At face value, it's a story about a UFO causing mayhem in the desert and a family that tries to stop it. Beneath that, it's about greed and doing dangerous things for money, whether that's trying to capture this really dangerous and violent UFO on camera, or trying to tame the UFO as if it's some circus pet. But beneath that, this movie is really about understanding animals versus using them and reclaiming what you lost. The movie opens with the aftermath of Gordy the chimpanzee having slaughtered the TV family from the sitcom Gordy's Home. Soon after, we learn that Jupe, who now runs Jupiter's Claim, was a child actor on the show and was one of 2 survivors of the slaughtering. In the present day, it is alluded to that Jupe has been using the UFO for his own show. Much like the chimp in Gordy's Home, the UFO is an animal that its supposed master thinks has been trained and is under their control, and both the chimp and the UFO are being used as manufactured spectacles. For money. The UFO does exactly what Gordy does. It snaps and does away with the supposed training, and it kills those trying to control it. Jupe survived Gordy's attack, but he never learned why Gordy attacked in the first place, and it got him killed. OJ, though, understands something totally different than Jupe. You cannot control an animal. You do have to respect it, though. On the movie set at the start of the film, OJ keeps trying to get the movie staff and the actors to respect Lucky the horse. He kept on warning them and kept on warning them, and they just would not respect him. So when they put a mirror up to his face and he looks at himself, the horse freaks out. So already we see that Jupe treats animals as if they are vehicles for entertainment, but OJ respects them, and he cares for them, and he knows about them. The UFO being its own intelligent being is very important to this theme throughout this entire movie. So while Jupe thinks that he has tamed this UFO, OJ knows that he has to learn the rules of it, respect it, and use those rules to do what he needs to do. So just like putting a chimp on a TV set like in Gordy's Home, Jupe has an entire crowd staring right at the UFO. OJ, though, has learned that looking at the UFO is what makes it want to kill you. OJ figures out how the UFO operates, and then he uses this to finally win one over. So if the movie set people at the start of the movie would have just learned Lucky's rules, then they could have used him in their movie. But they didn't. And they made the same mistake as Jupe. The horse in motion is shown at the start of the movie. The Haywood family claims that their great-grandfather is the man on the horse, but only the man who shot the film, Edward Muybridge, is given credit, fame, and fortune for it. The name of the man riding the horse is unknown to everybody except for the Haywoods. After his father's death in the beginning, OJ has to run the ranch and keep it afloat. His sister Emerald arrives shortly after, and she goes by M, which will be important later. But she wants fame and fortune, and the UFO is a chance for her to not only get her name out there, but also to get a lot of money. The second and third acts of this movie are them trying their best to get this UFO on camera, but something always goes wrong, and they just can't do it. But at the very end, this changes. Using teamwork and ingenuity, OJ and M find themselves in a spot where they can finally capture footage of the UFO. So, as the UFO swallows up a balloon that looks like Jupe, it is killed at the same moment that M is able to snap photos of it, finally getting what they wanted. And as dust settles on Jupiter's Claim, she sees her brother OJ sitting atop his horse, Lucky. Having caught the UFO on camera, M, spelled E-M, is the new Edward Muybridge, and OJ is the man on the horse in motion. Unlike their great-grandfather, their names will not be forgotten. Their names will be known to everyone. They will get all the credit, fame, and fortune that they tried so hard to achieve. But they will also get what their great-grandfather and their family should have had all along. And that is what Nope is really about.